Unexpected pleasant surprise. Even though you've done TV, a lot of people don't know you. I had a fracture when I had gone and met Sandeep sir. Why does he think I'm going to fit into an actress space? I think most of the times we tend to get attracted to something that's not there on the list at all. So you can't like on gunpoint say that come back. Then you and Kabir Singh are the same. Hi guys, this is Nikita Datta and you're watching Bollywood Hangama. Do subscribe and hit the bell icon.
We have this Nikita Datta performance in Kabir Singh is being loved by one and all. We'll talk about her performance and what the future holds for Play Avenue on Bollywood Hangama.
Thank you so much. It's lovely to be here.
And how has life changed post June 21st for you?
Well, I should say it's been a very pleasant surprise.
Right.
A lot of good comments and compliments and appreciation has been coming in, which I'll be honest, I did not expect. That's why it's been an unexpected pleasant surprise.
Do you find it interesting that the moment the film has come out and people are trying to find out what exactly you've been doing in the past? And because when you have that presence in the film, it seems like, yaar, ye to dekha hua hai. And is she from South? What exactly has she been up to? Did you get that response?
I have. Funnily, so any person that I'm meeting, they look at me and then they probably read about me or whatever and they come to me and they're like, but you've been there for long. It's not that you've just suddenly come out of nowhere. Because I have been doing TV for 3 years. After that, Gol happened and then Kabir Singh happened. So also I think lots of times the film audience is not your TV audience. So there is, your viewership is very different.
Right.
So probably because of that, even though you've done TV, a lot of people don't know you. So I think that's one factor why people are just like, okay, who is this suddenly who's come?
There's a substantial screen space that you're having with Shahid.
Yes.
That has been noticed. People are liking those portions as well. What sort of comments have been coming your way and what is the best compliment that has come your way so far?
I think the best compliment is, which I did not believe, was before the screening when I was going in to watch the film and I met Sandeep sir and I met 2 other people with them and they'd already watched the film, of course. So they told me that you're the best thing in the second half that's going to happen. Like, you just are the most vibrant thing. And I was just like, what are they trying to say? It didn't, like, I didn't believe that I didn't get what they were trying to say. But when I watched the film, I was like, now that feels good. Now I get what they were trying to say. So I think that's by far the best compliment I've got because it's from like the people themselves. So yeah, I think that was the best one. Apart from that, yes, of course, there are lots of people telling me good things about it. But I think that's something I remember because that was the first thing I got to hear.
The interesting part is that your performance is subtle. You're not trying to overdo anything, and that makes it so believable in a way as well.
Yeah.
And what was your approach when you were given this role?
So
what you can bring to the table?
There are 2 sides to it. There's a joke also that I had a fracture when I had gone and met Sandeep sir. And the film as well, I walk in with a knee injury.
Oh, that's interesting.
So the little joke inside was that because you had a fracture, that's why you got the role. But the true thing is that when I met Sandeep sir, he was just, he spotted me in Lust Stories. I done a little cameo in Lust Stories, the Netflix film. That's where he'd spotted me and I don't know what he had in mind. Generally, you cannot really say what the director is thinking. Unless I think you ideally, when you watch the whole product together, is when you understand what space was he in, like
right.
what is he thinking about it. So I was also a little unsure that why does he think I'm going to fit into an actress space. And the kind of person I am in front of the camera, I generally don't question too much and I surrender to what I'm being asked to do. I don't say that, oh, but is it going to look like that and all? Okay, this is what you need me to do. I will surrender to it and I'll do it. So that's exactly what I did. So I know for a fact when I came out of the film and the first thing I told Sandeep sir is I was like, I couldn't imagine it this way, but I'm so happy with how it's come out. So it's basically, I kind of took the lead from whatever he asked me to do.
It's a character, it's an actress. She has a lot of adulation, but she's finding maybe for true love. And she gets that from Kabir Singh. Not exactly, but she's hoping that she will in the longer run. The fact that he does not treat her as an actress, as a star, is something that maybe attracts her the most. Yeah, okay. And but still, how do you look at Kabir Singh as a character? So when he starts off the conversation with you, when he comes to meet you on the film set, so the conversation is outrageous.
So, I'll tell you, there is something that we'll all probably relate to this in life, that there is this ideal image or a picture that we have in mind about how we want maybe our partner to be, our boyfriend to be, our husband to be, anybody, our friend to be. This is how I would want a friend in my life. This is how I want my boyfriend to be. But lots of times, I think most of the times, we tend to get attracted to something that's not there on the list at all. So in my head, I think that's similar to this girl. She is, of course, she's an actress. She probably will have actors around her. She'll have like the best of people around her. But what fascinates her in Kabir Singh is that there's something off with this guy. There's something that the guy is into himself and he's just so ruthless. I think that's what probably attracts her up towards him. So I think that happens with us also a lot of times in life. You know, we idolize a certain way that we would want things to be,
Right.
but we end up getting carried away towards something that's not anywhere close to the ideal thing that we've cooked in our head.
Okay. And then she's also ironing his clothes.
Yes, of course. And then that brings out the side of you that you've never imagined. You might not iron your clothes, but you're ironing his clothes.
So that's like the perfect romance. in a
Yes,
way.
that's what. Yeah. So
Okay.
I think that kind of brings out that side which you probably might not want others to see. So like you're so attracted and giving in that you're actually doing something like that.
Okay, and then finally she realizes that, okay, I think the movie is still running. So
Yes, I don't think we should like really give out
So many
every
things.
scene
Okay.
happening.
All right. But still, what she's looking for and what he's looking for, those are two different things altogether. As a character, can you forgive someone like him that maybe who's not been able to reciprocate your feelings?
As a character,
the actress is feeling, yeah, the
or
actress is
or
feeling,
as
the
me?
actress is feeling, yeah.
Actress is feeling. I don't think so. I think it's a little hurtful, but you have to kind of you can't forgive something like that, and you can't force somebody, right? So when the person walks out, you can't like on gunpoint say that come back. Then you and Kabir Singh are the same people,
Right.
so you let go. Hi guys, this is Nikita Datta and you're watching Bollywood Hangama. Do subscribe and hit the bell icon.